Foresters use the term hardwood in reference to deciduous trees, or those that lose their leaves during winter. Hardwoods are the most common trees you'll find in the Catskill Mountains, and there are 7 key ones you should learn to identify. Sugar maple is the state tree of New York and can be found in most woodlots. With the leaf, look for a smooth edge with rounded inner lobes. Sugar maple bark is variable and changes with age. Smooth when young, the mature bark consists of strong vertical plates that stay firmly attached to the tree. They don't shed or rub off easily. Looking up into the tree, look for leaves and stems located on opposite sides of the branches. This is a characteristic of maples. The next tree is red maple. It is one of the most common trees of New York. The leaf edges are finely serrated and the inner lobes form a V. This will help you distinguish it from the sugar maple. Red maple bark is very similar to sugar maple. It changes with age and can be highly variable. Smooth when young, the mature bark is shaggy with loose shreds that curl and can be rubbed off easily. Looking up in the tree, red maple has leaves and stems located on opposite sides of the branches. The next tree is white ash. Ash leaves are compound, meaning the leaf consists of several individual leaflets arranged along a stem. White ash bark is heavily furrowed with interlacing ridges that form diamond-shaped fissures. Ash leaves are located opposite one another on a branch, a trait they have in common with maple trees. Unlike maples, look for ash to have very stout twigs in addition to the compound leaves. Oak trees can be divided into red oak or white oak categories based on the leaf. The red oak group have leaves with pointed tips, while the white oak group have leaves with rounded or blunt tips. Northern red oak is a great example of a pointed tip leaf. The bark of northern red oak is smooth when young. With age it develops hard, flat-top ridges with shallow furrows. Looking up the tree trunk and on large lower branches, northern red oak has areas with smooth bark that becomes stretched by fine furrows. Next is black cherry. Black cherry leaves are rounded at the base and taper to a fine point. The leaf has a finely serrated edge and a waxy feel. Bark on young black cherry trees is smooth, but it breaks up into small scales that are black or very dark brown. Because of the size and color, many find the scales reminiscent of burnt potato chips. When looking up into the tree, look for aspects that demonstrate how intensely black cherry needs sunlight. Branches will chase the light by stretching, leaning, and sometimes zigzagging outwards, all to avoid becoming shaded. If lower branches are shaded by new ones above or by an adjacent tree, they die. The next tree is the American beech. The leaves are very thin, pointed, and with a toothed edge. The bark is smooth and gray and can be very easy to identify. There is a disease that affects American beech, causing the pock marks that can mask the normally smooth bark appearance. Looking up into the tree's crown, you often see dead branches or broken limbs. This dieback occurs due to the disease weakening or killing upper limbs. The final hardwood tree we'll introduce is black birch. The leaves are oval in shape with a double serrated edge. Leaves will appear to emerge in pairs off the stem. The last identifying feature is the most profound. If you can reach the leaves, then scratch and smell a twig for a strong wintergreen scent. Black birches have bark that is smooth, shiny, and black. With age, the bark begins to separate in areas, creating large plates of smooth bark. When looking up into the branches of a black birch, look for the smooth, shiny bark and leaves in pairs.